Hello students, today in this video I'm going to say you about how to write a letter. We write two types of letter, formal and informal. What is a formal letter? Official letters are called formal letter. And what is informal letter? Our personal letters, the letters that we write to our family members, friends, etc. are known as informal letters. Now here given format of official or formal letter. See, this is at the beginning in the left hand corner of the letter. You have to write the sender's address. Then comes date, and date also should be written clearly, like here as shown, 13th May 2020, suppose. Then receiver's designation and address. If you are writing to the principal, you will be writing the principal. Then this is principal's designation, no. Then the address, which school, name of the school, and the total address. Then comes subject. Subject should be written clearly, and salutation like sir, and the body of the letter, and body of the letter is the most important part. Then comes complimentary clause, and finally the signature of the writer. Now let's read this letter. See, 232 by 89 Rabindra Sarani, Kolkata 65. This is the sender's address. 13 May 2020. The principal, MNMH High School, 6 Mission Road, Kolkata 15. This is the receiver's designation and address. Then subject, leave application. Sir, my son Samir Singh is a student of class 7A, roll number 12 in your school. He could not attend school from 9th May to 12th May 2020 due to illness. I request you to kindly grant him leave of absence for the said period. Please find attached a medical certificate with this letter. Yours sincerely, Amit Singh. So in this way, you have to write formal letter. Then comes informal or personal letter. Here only one thing is different from the formal letter, and that is, see here, first will be sender's address as usual, then will be date, and then directly salutation. There will not be receiver's address here. So that part will not be there. Salutation, dear papa, dear friend, like that you will be writing. Then comes body of the letter, and then complimentary clause and yes, and your signature. Like, let me read out this letter also. 32 by 89 5th Cross, ABC Road, Colombo, Sri Lanka, 13 May 2020. Dear Papa, we reached Colombo safely at around 6 p.m. The flight was delayed for about 30 minutes due to bad weather. We had a bumpy flight and I was feeling a bit nervous. Mom, of course, told me that there was nothing to worry about, but I was scared anyway. I wish you I wish you were with us too. When are you coming home? I miss you a lot. Come as soon as your work gets over. Then complimentary close. Take care and write a long letter to me. Affectionately, yours, Annie. In informal letter, language can be, you no need to be very formal while using language. It's as it is personal. But while writing official letter, language also should be very formal. Now coming to another piece of writing skill, that is notice writing. What is a notice? A notice is a public announcement made by a person or an organization in writing to inform the people concerned within the organization about some activity, meeting, or allotment of duty, rules, and regulations. So, notice means a kind of announcement for others. Okay. Now, what are the rules to, or what is the format of notice, and what are the rules? How to write a notice? Notice is always written within a box. See, the following rules are to be maintained while writing a notice. A notice is usually written in the third person. For some notices, you may use the first or second person, but avoid using the first person singular, that is I. If you have to use the first person, use the plural form, that is we. Better not to use. Always to mention or write notice in third person. A notice is written in passive voice as it is formal writing, as I told you before also. As it is formal writing, so it is always written in passive voice, like students are hereby informed that. In this way we write. Then comes a notice must contain the name of the organization and its address, the reference number, the date, and the name and designation of the signatory. A notice must not be too long. Mostly, notice should be completed within 40 to 50 words. A notice must be simple and concise, carrying brief but relevant information. Keep it in mind, it should be short, but all the information should be there, and it should be concise and precise. It should not be lengthy, but it should be informative. All the information should be there. A notice, the tone of the notice must be impartial and formal, but not rude and arrogant. A notice must contain complete information, and that is who the informer is, who is being informed, and what is the expected action from the addressee. Suppose it's a sports occasion. Suppose it is given the notice to the students to inform them that there will be a competition, and asking for their names. So, when the competition, where, timing, every detail should be there in the notice. A notice is usually written in a box, as I told you before. Now, see here the format of notice. Okay, write a notice on behalf of the principal of M&M school informing the staff and students about the annual sports meet. See here, first will be the name of the authority or the organization, that is M&M High School, Kathmandu. Then left hand side will be the date. Date should be written the way it is shown. Then heading, notice in the heading part, first in capital letter you have to write notice. Then comes what is the heading, annual sports meet. Then body of the notice, teachers, non-teaching staff and students are hereby notified that the annual sports meet of the school will be held on 21st December on the ground adjacent to the district magistrate's office. Students willing to take part in different events are requested to submit their names mentioning their roll number, class and section to the games teacher by 12 December. Students of the class 9 and 10 are requested to assist the games teacher in organizing the meet as volunteers. Those participating in the events from class 9 and 10, however, are exempted from the volunteering work. Then comes the designation and name of the person who is going to issue the notice, and that is S.N. Pradhan, principal. Principal is the designation. So, this is the format of notice writing. Now, see here, few question sentences are there for notice writing, but today you will be only practicing in as a class work formal letter writing that I will give you right now. to write down, and after completion you will send it to Google Classroom. Okay students, thank you.